Alright, let's get the music back up, and then... So, last stream I finished off with a level looking like this, and I got about, I don't know, 8 screens. Okay, make it 9. 9 screens finished. Must have spent about at least half the stream just putting a background together, because at first, these were like foreground tiles. Whoops. This background was actually consisted of foreground tiles on layer 2 when I downloaded it off the central. So I was just spending some time on stream moving that into the background, so on a layer 2 image in the background and not just... So in other words, this is a level that doesn't use layer 2 on the foreground, it's in the background. Yeah, an example of like a layer 2 level, there was... Yeah, for example, this I'd call a layer 2 level where this is in the foreground, this is technically foreground, that just moves on layer 2 with this command here. That's typically what I call a layer 2 level as opposed to something that doesn't have layer 2 on the foreground with layer 1. And then of course the background's gonna be like probably just mostly layer 3 at that point. So I still have I never did actually replace my placeholder graphics. So I suppose I'm gonna start right now just replacing them. So EXGFX 104 is just full of tiles that I don't know for certain which ones I'm using yet, so I don't know if I just want to like start like removing these at will, because maybe like some of these I want to use or am already using for all we know. I know those, yeah, this row of 4 and then this row of 4 are definitely in use, and I'm pretty sure I'm also using these rows of 4 as well. And I'm pretty certain I'm also using the jellyfish as well. I really do think I'm also using jellyfish. Yeah, there's like one level where I have, not this one. One, okay, this one has jellyfish. Yeah, there was one level where I was using a bunch of jellyfish. But they're in a different EXTFX file, so I'm guessing if I just decide to wipe the jellyfish here out, then it's gonna have like no effect anywhere else in the hack. I'm pretty sure I'm also not using quicksand for the time being. And that's quicksand tiles right there, so I think I could also just wipe that out as well. I'm only 2 certain I can wipe the quicksand out. I don't know about the jellyfish just yet. I mean, if I see problems on other levels, then I'll know I definitely screwed up by making that move. So I'm gonna look through my graphics file. Or graphics files. Trying to find the graphics for the on-off switches. I found them. Oh, Lespina, welcome back. I'm just going to first grab these. I'm gonna take these with me first. So now I'm going to just edit these blocks to make them look like they're cracked all over the place. Because I want these blocks to look like blocks that you would get the impression as soon as you see them, if you just hit them once, they're gonna break. Like, they're very fragile, but I don't want to, like, do too bad a job at this. I want them to look cracked, but I gotta still make it look somewhat believable, so it should be fun. I guess I'm just gonna, like, put some lines down and see where to go from there. Probably gonna want to copy the lines over to the off block as well, whatever I do here. Guessing something like that, maybe. Yeah, definitely going for a broken look on the blocks. I mean, it's still definitely gonna want them to look like on-off blocks. I mean, hopefully people will still be able to notice that's what they say. Well, I sort of just memorized the numbers over the years, to be honest. Oh, something like that, maybe? I still definitely want the text to be readable. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's supposed to look broken. I mean, I guess it's maybe gonna get the job done. And then the fun part will be actually just putting these back in the game and seeing exactly if they look the way I want them to. I haven't drawn really that much anyway, so I may be a bit rusty on that too, perhaps. I can definitely see myself being rusty on the drawing, if anything. Yeah, I'm trying to just copy the cracks, like, to the best of my ability, also onto the off block. Well, I guess we'll do that. Then this, and then that too. Yeah, I guess there's our start and whatnot. Yeah, I'm just hoping this is gonna look alright here. I mean, I'll have to just import them in the game and actually see. I mean, how else are we gonna really do this? I gotta import these in the game. And of course, also just set up the X animation. So first things first, let's just reinsert the EXGFX we just did. You didn't need to see this. I'm gonna just not keep this, obviously. I'm pretty sure I gotta do Control and Shift Control page down. Yep, Shift Control page down unlocks internal GFX data viewing. Yeah, that's basically what I needed. So page 7's gonna have... Yes, it's gonna have the cracked on-off blocks right there. So this is probably where I want to start. 788, 798 to 79B, and then 788 to 78B. Let's find the cracked block and then just get the graphics ready to place over it. So I'm gonna open this up. So these tiles are being used up already. These ones are not being used, so I'm gonna... Actually, no, I gotta have 4 tiles. This is 4 tiles. Well, times 2 because we're going to use an on-off trigger. So we're going to start from 29C and it's going to just be 4 tiles, stretching across until 29F, of course. 788 we got to start at. So let me just set this up. Trigger. Oh, the trigger's here. Type 4 8x8s in a row. Yeah, when I animate, like, anything these days, I typically just prefer to have, like, all the tiles I want to animate in the straight line. 8, 8, 9, 8. Yeah, 1 frame, well, times 2 because There's an on state and an off state. Alright, so if I hit OK... I messed up. We need a destination. There it is. Now I take it I just want to grab these and place the cracked block graphics and just replace the hideous color block. So that's what the cracked block should look like now, basically. Cracked block's gonna look like this, I think. Just see where this color's coming from. Alright then. So color 5 is... Oh, I'm gonna put color 4 here. Maybe I'll put color 6 here or something, or maybe just something else outright. Actually, no, let me try. I'll make this a bit brighter, then I'll put color 9 there instead. Alright, color 9 it is. Just to tell this apart a bit easier. Just so that's easier to tell apart. Oh, you mean Yoshi's Island? Also known as Yoshi's Island, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm familiar with that too, but not really to the same extent as SMW over here. So cracked off looks like that. I'm gonna probably do more work on the cracked off block. Make it look a little more believable. There's cracks there. And this I'm gonna try and just emulate that here too, perhaps. No, not like that. Something like this, maybe. Yeah, trying to make this block look broken, basically. That's all I'm really going for now. Trying to make it look like it's just on the verge of breaking if it hasn't broken already. So that's gonna go here. Actually, no, that'll be a 6. Or do I want to do this? Or do I want to do that? Or this? Well, let's just reinsert these and look at them. 0. Definitely looks like it's about to break. Okay, maybe I want to put the first one of these cracked blocks in a safer environment. I don't know, such as here. Yeah, because otherwise the first block that would just break on its own will drop some bombs on your head, and maybe that's not the best way to introduce it. Right, so these blocks will just start breaking. Well, they were already breaking, but now they look more proper, I should say. And then, of course, there's going to be also conveyor belts I want to just put together, too. Could just, I don't know, do simple blocks with arrows on them pointing the direction of the conveyor belt, but I don't know, something a little less lazy than that, ideally. I guess that's a start. Sure, it's a start. And of course there'll be the matter of animating these. But first things first, actually expanding on it. And even then I just might be dissatisfied with these and just replace them outright for all we know. Or do I try a different type of conveyor than just like the wheels in the middle? I don't know if I should maybe just worry about this later. Maybe when my mind knows more or less what a conveyor belt's supposed to look like. Because I'm not so sure if my mind knows exactly what it wants to draw at the moment. Yeah, I want to make these wheels ideally spin, but just thinking what's the best way to represent that even I have no clue. Oh, something silly like that perhaps could be arranged, I don't know. I don't know. I guess for now it's just gonna be simple blocks with arrows pointing in the direction that the conveyor belt will be facing. Right, so maybe here's the empty blocks. Close enough. I guess I'm just gonna edit this into something more meaningful for conveyor belt for the time being. I mean, it's still probably gonna be able to just convey the idea that it moves the player in that direction, I would hope. Yeah, this should still get the idea across. Okay, maybe I should move this one over to the one pixel over to the right. It looks a little more centered that way, if you ask me. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And I guess it's gonna be temporary until, I don't know. I know exactly what I want this to look like. Oh, the music just cuts off, I see. Cuts off a little early. Oh, something, well, it wasn't originally from Jump, but it was ported for Jump, of course. Yeah, my time on the jump team, like, that was definitely cool while it lasted. Probably not gonna be happening again, though, to be honest. I mean, it was still great while it lasted, of course. And even then, me getting kicked off, that doesn't really at all detract from just, like, how great the hacks are, at all. I mean, yeah, of course, I still recommend them. I mean, like, the hacks themselves really didn't do anything wrong. Do I still have... Okay, I still do have this unlocked. Okay, I do kind of want to see my blocks, by the way. Alright, so... I'm gonna pick a different color for these arrows here. Sure. Different color, please. Seven. I think I'm gonna pick, I don't know. I can always just change the graphics entirely if I'm not satisfied, and I'm gonna probably try off stream. Maybe when my mind actually knows exactly what a conveyor belt looks like, just get one. Yeah, maybe when I can just remember exactly what one looks like in one of these games. Or just have a better feel for, like, how to draw one. Yeah, this'll have to do for now. I mean, it still should get the idea across. I mean, it's better than Star of David blocks, that's for sure. Yeah, so this will be pushing you right when the switch is on, and then left if this is off, and then this is literally inverted. This block is literally this one, but inverted with the directions. Alright, here and here they can go. 2A8 should be destination for the first set. Copy slot. 7C0. Alright, other way around, actually. Here. I'm gonna do a copy slot. Then I'm gonna do a paste here. A, that's gonna be a C. And then I can just invert this. Yeah, now these graphics are gonna be a little more convincing for now until, I don't know, could do even better ones. Or worst case scenario, just leave this as is. Alright, so do I want to even keep red or different color? Oh, could also do blue again, perhaps. Or even green or something. course the blocks still work. And I'm definitely gonna do something about that timer as well. I mean, I'm free to just always slow these down whenever. I mean, even like long after I'm done making the level, I could just maybe go back and slow them down if too many people say, okay, this is too fast. Yep, level is making the level, basically. Oh, it's still looping, sure. Okay, now it's... never mind, it's fading out. Ugh. So that's gonna break and then just flip the switch again. Oh, and I didn't get hit. Nice. I'm still gonna want to figure out how to just make the cracked block break when a shell hits it. I'm probably already onto something. I just probably need to spend some more time in Notepad to just, well, finalize it. Well, Notepad++ anyways. Just regular Notepad would probably be, like, a little painful. Not gonna lie. Alright, there's GPS again. Blocks. Yeah, this is probably what I want here. But there's no mention of the shell, so... maybe gotta look in here for a block of sorts. Pretty sure I made that block and put it in here last time, just I like to find it. I don't know, worst case scenario, just generate it again if I really can't spot it. Yeah, when am I gonna start that? When am I gonna really start that irritating stick level? I just haven't exactly figured out like what are gonna be the most fun setups to use with said gimmick. I mean, I have the gimmick in mind, but haven't really come up with too many fun setups yet for it. Switch on one use, switch off one use. I'm guessing this has nothing to do with the blocks I recently made. Do I just get... I think I'm just gonna get Block Creator open again. Screw it. Let's get this back open. So yeah, if sprite. Sprite number was D5, wasn't it, for the blue shell? Definitely not. DC. Where did I get, like, something at? Where did I get, like, the bullet bill generator from? Yeah, I guess, like, D5, and it wasn't that. DC. Nothing to do with this. Right. Can I insert it? Oh, sprite, horizontal, and then add? Nice. Then I'll just assume that's hex input. Equal to. Group end, please. Then I'll do something to just force it to branch if this goes off, so this also doesn't go off too. Then double group end. So I want to be able to just add this to the code that will just cause the block to break if Mario hits it with his head. So I want this to also go off, same way. So I'll have that to work with, sure. Don't think I'll need to save it. Alright, so that block creator window is literally stuck in place. Oh, wait a minute. Got something here. Shattering on off switch. I'll just generate the code like this. So all I gotta do is just copy this to Mario below again. And I guess I can always just clean this up when necessary. I'll just go back and clean all this up so it looks better. So, 14AF, of course, that means the switch, checking to see if the switch is... Yeah, if it's on, then we flip it off. Yeah, if the switch is off... if the switch is off... Yes, if the switch is off, then we want to turn it on. But if the switch is on, then 14AF will be set to a value of 0. Branch if equal will branch if whatever's in the accumulator is set to 0 and will not branch otherwise. So branch if this is 0. So if the switch is off, we don't branch if the switch is on. Or we could just simply turn it on if it's off, because, well, if it's... Actually, no, we could just simply turn the switch on if it's on. It doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, because now that I think about it, it does feel a little silly to check again if the switch is off, because assuming that we turn it... No, if we turn it off... What am I saying? If this wasn't assembly language, I'd be having a far easier time reading code. And this is just simple branching, and I'm a little confused reading it. This is just basic branching. Oh, thanks, Bozel. I'm gonna keep up the good work, indeed. Can I just simply remove that there entirely? Because I think I can. I think that's removable. So if the sprites equal to DC, branch if not equal. So if anything that's not the blue shell is hitting, then we just ignore everything here. Then yeah, ignore everything you see. One for AF. I mean, I must have first heard about it in 2009 or something, maybe even 2008. I mean, I knew it was definitely around at that time. I mean, I wasn't actually really using the site, like, with an account until 2012. Yeah, so we gotta just, like, register in our minds that we're looking at a blue shell here at this point. Yeah, we're looking at a blue shell, so if the switch is on, then that means we do not branch, because a branch not equal means that you branch if this is anything other than 0, which, if the switch is on, that's not the case. And then I'm pretty sure at that point we want to just, like, not bother at all with turning the switch back on with this set of statements here. At all. Okay, why is this here? Even. That can probably just outright go. Branch if equal label 2. Okay, what the hell am I doing here? Then again, can't I just put this label? So if we... I'm getting confused again. Set to 0. Branch if equal. So if the switch is on, then BEQ triggers and forces you here. And if it's not, then set the switch on. I mean, from what I've seen in the infraction logs, I've seen that happen only like twice, I could guess. Yeah, I think it's happened twice. I can't really, like, think of any other cases where it happened. And neither of those cases specifically involved me, either. Yeah, for anyone wondering, neither of those was on me. Alright, so... that... yeah, if we switch the switch off, again I'm gonna do a branch if. Okay, what's going on here? Branch label B1. That would have been an error right there for sure. Yeah, I'm just hoping this is going to compile the way I'm expecting it to. Alright, so moment of truth, will this actually compile or no? Okay, with this extra return from subroutine long, it's not gonna compile. That'll probably cause it to just fail miserably. Alright, so moment of truth. Let's see if I just fucked up my block. Minimize that. I mean, I'd be willing to jump into the discussion myself. I just wasn't trying to make sure my limited knowledge of ASM is letting me just code this simple block right. Just want to make sure that's correct. I mean, if my game crashes, then I'll know for certain I just messed up. if we crash, obviously we fucked up. I don't know, the worst that could happen is, I don't know, my emulator crashes. And that means I simply need to just keep trying till it's not crashing. Yeah, worst case scenario, you keep trying till it's not fucked up. And this level's gonna need a name. Oh, now this block is doing something I didn't expect it to do. So, I have to hit it... Okay, sometimes I have to hit it twice, or I don't know, 3 times for it to just switch from off to on or vice versa. And it's not breaking. Well, because I've... Okay, I know it's not breaking. Duh. Well, should be obvious why it isn't breaking. I forgot the subroutine that makes it, well, break. Shower the block. Rainbow shatter. I can just copy this over, can't I? Just copy this and paste it where necessary. Mario below. So this I have to diagnose. If the switch is on, we will just go here if it's on. Actually, no, if it's off, then we check the feeds to see if it's off, even though we should already know that it's off. Why am I doing this to myself? Just to simplify this, because here you're checking if the switch is on or off. Branch if not equal triggers if it's off, and then here we turn it on. Just to simplify the code. Yeah, turn it off, then branch always to label to here, so we don't also just turn it back on after turning it off. Isn't that better to read? Isn't that easier? And of course I'm gonna just use the same logic here too. I mean, I never noticed it was personally too strict the moderation, or too bad, you could say, until, I don't know, last year, or maybe the year before. But especially last year. Maybe even in 2020, but especially 2021, I just started seeing problems that I don't know if many others have been able to see myself. Yeah, let's just say I started seeing problems with the moderation, the overall politics that, I don't know, maybe most people just don't see. Yeah, so I'm gonna just diagnose this too, perhaps. Might as well do a 2 for 1. If the switch is on, then we go here. It should work. Guess for consistency's sake, I don't know. B0001 14AF. I don't know, seems like whenever somebody brings up their suspicions with SMW Central Moderation, like, it seems like they always mention idle. I don't know if it's coincidence, I'm pretty sure it isn't. Pretty sure, like, she could easily be behind a lot of the more extreme decisions when it comes to moderation these days. Well, moderation of users and what they can say and can't say. Well, regarding at least SMW Central and any spaces they can just have ownership on. Who did? Bozo here? Am I reading this right? B000. I want to do that. And then this. Okay, no typo though. Oh, so he's in the US now, basically. Okay, let's actually see if this is gonna work as intended here. GPS. Closest killer. Oh, I have to clearly fix something. That being as simple as just having, of course, having my ROM file in the folder that's supposed to be in. I mean, can't open ROM for reading because it's literally not even there. That works. What about the... Then again, I'll have to just get a blue shell to try that out. I'll have to try that out with a... Hang on a minute. So, just, I guess, hand me a blue shell and one of those cracked... Any cracked block. Yeah, I should be able to just easily kick this into the block to test it. I'll test it from both sides, see if it works. Whoa, that's not... Okay. Okay, I apparently broke some extra blocks that I wasn't trying to break. No, it apparently just breaks the block you're standing on. So apparently it's not actually breaking the... Wow. What just happened there? I can now touch the sides of the blocks and they'll break for some reason. Sure. This could be a really good idea for a jank level, but this is not what I was trying to get to have happen. This is not it, man. As cute an idea as that is, that's not what I'm going for. Yeah, sure, that's cute, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I don't know, I guess maybe that's a gimmick. Where every second or so you just break the block you're standing on. That's, I don't know, maybe that's a gimmick. For just some joke level or joke hack or something. Maybe if I want to do my own, like, spiritual successor to Yomp, that's an idea. So, apparently I'm shattering the block that I'm standing on, and not the block that the shell's hitting. I mean, if it shattered the correct block, we'd have no problems, clearly. I don't know, might just worry about this some other time at this rate. I can always just probably comment out the entire bit of code here until I can just find a better way to resolve all this here. So, let me guess, Bozo, were you recently permabanned from the Central or something for... I don't know, what might be like a real stretch of the truth? Yeah, but I want the block that the shell's hitting to shatter. Sprite version. Maybe I need to use this one instead. With Rainbow Shard's Sprite version. What's the difference? Sprite block position. Rainbow Shatter block. I'm guessing that fixes my problem. Hang on a minute. I thought it was 22.5, but honestly, he should have just been put in jail sooner. Let's see if that's gonna just... Well, I mean, it's compiling. If it wasn't compiling, we'd be having our game just crash. So it obviously compiles. But will we now get the correct results? It doesn't just need to compile, I just also need the correct results on it. Yeah, like 5-6 years ago, like that was just something that didn't happen, like people getting banned off sites. As long as they kept their drama like off site, they wouldn't get banned for it unless they specifically did on there. Like back in 2012, you could, and someone actually did write a blog post where they were just talking about basically half of the staff team at the time and how they were going to either shoot or throw a grenade at each and every one of them for their incompetence. This was on their own personal blog and nothing they wrote directly on SMW Central, so there was no punishment for it. Except for when he was applying for staff. Take a guess what happened. Take a guess how that went. Okay, let's see if the blocks work, by the way. Perfect. Except for the fact that... Yeah, except for the fact that the on-off switch didn't switch. But that's going in the right... Then again, maybe I need to... Yeah, then again, maybe I need to just... do the shatter and then... Wait a minute. Label... Why am I not flipping the switch? So if the switch is off... Okay, let me just try both cases. On or off. So if off... Neither way it flicks the switch. Got it. Well, more like their moderation or incompetence at moderation of the set site of a Mario game. I mean, this was like easily over 9 years ago, so pretty sure by now the guy's come to regret it. Alright, so branch if B0. So if the switch is on... Right, if it's on, then we go... Branch if not equal, if it's on. I don't know if I'm reading this right. Just trying to make sure I'm reading this correctly. So 1-4 AF, branch if not equal, so if anything but So if the switch would be off, then we branch down here. So if it's off, we switch it to on. That's probably wrong. That sounds wrong to me. It looks like the same bit of code there, so why is it working? If the switch is on. For AF. Am I reading this? Am I reading my own code correctly? If this was higher level programming language, I'd have no trouble here. Well, who do you think it was, if I should even bother saying this? I mean, I don't want to roast anybody, it's just, I'm just bringing up, like, stories of, like, how the Central ran in the past. Just an example of, like, how things were back then compared to now. Again, not doing this to throw shade on anybody. Just, that was the first thing to come to my mind with some incident off-site that happened before, like, people were banned for things off-site, like, way before. B0002. Yeah, so here. Yeah, we're branching if it's not the shell. So if the switch is off, we're branching, right? Well, no. Should be obvious, no. B and E. So yeah, branch if not equal, so in the case where this is thus off. What if I just hit it with my head? Will it work if I hit it with my head? It will. Yeah, if I bonk that with my head, it's fine, apparently. So I'm confused. What I'm doing wrong here, I'm a little confused now. Yeah, it should be forcing the switch to flip, but it's not doing that. Yeah, I'm getting confused. The logic's basically the same, but it's just not doing anything that I'm expecting it to do. Do I dare just work this out off stream at this point? It's probably best I just consider that as an option. Alright, I guess I'll maybe see you later then. I'm gonna keep on just reading this for maybe 5-10 more minutes, and if literally see... Yeah, I guess same here. Because apparently I often find myself alone with these topics that bother me as well. Yeah, sometimes it just gets really, really difficult to find people with whom you feel like you can just bring up some of these topics freely. Yeah, let's just say if we were, like, in person, if I was in person with a bunch of SMW Centralites, me just bringing up my anti-lockdown and anti-mandate views would definitely get me some looks. Not some really good looks, I might as well just add at that. Okay, so if the switch is up, what the hell am I reading? Here, we're checking to see if the switch is on. Yeah, so if the switch is on, then we turn it off. So why would we turn it on if it's off? What the hell am I doing? No, if the switch is off, I want to put it on. Oh, I see. Branch if not equal, so in that case it's off, and then I want to switch it on. So if the switch is off, I want to turn it on. So why would this not work with the shell, perhaps? Let me get a yellow shell. Screw it. And that's actually still gonna break the block. It's not supposed to. Me apparently getting stuck with ASM code and sprites hitting blocks currently. But I think I should probably just stop trying that hard, and I'll probably have to just resolve it off stream at this point. So you actually get to see a level getting built. Yeah, it's been an hour and I spent a good chunk of that time dealing with ASM code, so I've had enough. Let's just instead... Yeah, I mean, eventually I will get this to work as intended. So what I want to have the shell do is hit the cracked on-off block, break it, and then trigger the on-off switch. It's breaking, but the switch isn't actually triggering, so it's not just changing the state of the on-off blocks and conveyor belts. Well, of course. If one group of freedoms is gonna have to go, then they're all just gonna go eventually. Not gonna lie, now I'm kind of wondering what that Bozell guy would think about, like, some of my coronavirus pandemic response restrictions and whatnot. Well, yeah, like, in other words, basically, like, my thoughts on, like, governments and their various attempts at curbing the pandemic. Yeah, part of the reason I just found myself pushing as hard as I did against the Central, even though I would occasionally get some people telling me it's not such a good idea to push as hard as I did, was definitely just my dissatisfaction for, like, well, the way, like, our freedoms seem to just be headed down the toilet when it comes to trying to just combat COVID. It definitely feels like our freedoms are heading down the toilet, and that's just becoming even more apparent than ever, like, this year. Yeah, more and more, like, places across the world are just instituting, like, vaccine mandates to just go to certain places. they're deemed non-essential at least, but who knows how long that's gonna last. And also just finding people who don't get vaccinated, so just taxing them, I guess, until they cave. Yeah, if I had the money and the plan to do so. That would definitely be an option. I don't know, just go somewhere where your freedoms are more likely to be protected. And what has definitely also rubbed me the wrong way is it feels like staff over at SMW Central and just a lot of the user base in general, I guess because they're just going along with what the staff says, perhaps, seem to be completely or almost completely, like, complacent in just this, like, destruction of our rights and freedoms. Yep, Idle was definitely pushing for lockdowns despite, like, the clear, like, harm they're doing to society. I mean, it's especially bad for, like, kids and young adults just being stuck inside all day. I mean, like, if you barely ever get to socialize at all and you really can't do it face-to-face, then that's just gonna be really bad for your mental health, I can only imagine. Like, you have to wonder just how many, like, more kids, as of late, have just come up with, like, suicidal thoughts, eating disorders, mental anxiety, just from being, like, cooped up all day. I mean, sure, it seems sensible enough you want to contain the virus, but think about all the misery you're causing and endorsing. Yeah, Idle's basically perfectly complicit in just helping, like, enforce these ideas that are just making people all around the world miserable. Like, I don't know if that's what she wants to do, but that's kind of like what she's doing. Like, she's just apparently, I don't know if she wants to necessarily make us all miserable, but she's helping make us all miserable. And probably willing to bet that she'd also be pushing for, like, forced vaccination as well. Like, to hell with, like, my body, my choice. And the people who were probably, like, worse off before the lockdowns came, those have to be, like, the people who are just, like, having the toughest time dealing with the lockdowns. Like, the people who are basically heading into them already in, like, pretty, like, poor and sorry state are definitely getting hit by them the hardest. Yeah, like, if people are basically stuck with an abusive partner or something, or with abusive parents, then, like, who don't really have to go through the trouble of just, I don't know, trying to get them pulled out of school, or just trying to keep them locked down at home, the government's gonna basically help them do that for them. Like, the government is literally just taking the abuser's side, like, with not even really knowing it or thinking about it. And then, like, the fucking bitch just asks, like, what are the drawbacks of lockdowns? When someone already brought up the possibility that someone could be stuck with, like, an abusive partner. For example, that's definitely, like, one obvious case to make against, like, just forcing people to be, like, stuck in their homes, just restricting movement. Yeah, which would include, like, curfews, just keeping them inside after a certain hour. Yeah, so basically just any sort of incentive, or just rules to just force people to, like, stay in one place. That's absolutely a violation of people's basic human rights and freedoms, and of course, like, plenty of, like, negative, like, consequences on people's mental health from that, too. Yeah, pretty sure some of us need, like, social interaction more than some others. Like, there's probably some people who really need social interaction. I mean, sure, she's a human being and all, but not gonna lie, I'm still kind of finding it hard to just have respect for people who are willing to just lead us on a path to complete and utter ruin. Actually, no, we're gonna do something like... Oh, we're gonna flip... I'm gonna put the blocks here. So, that'll... Yeah, that'll break. And then we'll have a platform to jump off of. Granted, here currently, like, I think the furthest extent the lockdown goes is just you have to be in your house by 10 p.m. Which, you're still definitely not very free in that case. Oh, and not to mention some people could probably also just lose a ton of weight instead of just gaining it. Crippling mental health and physical health. Long-lasting depression, possibly, perhaps. Yeah, of course these are drawbacks. Makes you think you gotta just, like, I don't know, try something that just won't completely destroy society, won't like, risk completely destroying society to just deal with COVID. So if I could do that. Oh, I'm gonna put blocks here. Then probably conveyor pointing this way. This is gonna be a weird. Actually, no, like this. This is gonna be a weird level. Or they're completely and utterly conditioned to just believe whatever they're told, even if they're being led to their own destruction. I mean, sure, it's definitely reasonable to just take reasonable precautions to just, well, not so much avoid getting yourself sick, especially if you're, like, young and healthy, but getting, like, other people sick who may not be able to fight off the virus as well as you if you're, let's just say if you're young and healthy like me, or, for example, let's just say if you probably have a strong immune system. I mean, it would still make sense to take precautions anyway, not mainly just for yourself at that point, but for others who may not be able to fight off COVID as well, basically, is what I'm trying to get at here. but to the point where you can't really even go easily live your life, where rules are just constantly changing to the point where you really can't keep up with them, like, that's just definitely going too far. Like, if it really does get to the point where just what you can and can't do is just constantly changing on a near monthly basis, or every couple months, because, like, government barely knows what they're doing, then it's going too far. Oh yeah, and just destroying the economy. Just leaving the economy in shambles, potentially, that's another huge drawback. Let's not forget, like, damaging the economy if people can't just easily go to work or school and whatnot. If productivity gets just slowed down because people are uncertain as to what's even going on, like, today or tomorrow. Well, at least I'm actually getting a few more screens covered at this point. Oh, Sky Crew, welcome back. I don't know if I'll maybe do more Terraria with the random mods after this. Not gonna lie, I definitely want to get some more, like, level placed down. And he says it's the worst thing that could ever happen, like... Yeah, like economy collapsing. Oh, your roommates from Ecuador? Yeah, from what I've heard, like, it's not as bad over there as it is in Venezuela. From what I heard, like, what's going on in Venezuela is, like, a whole other story. I'm seriously gonna have to do a multiplayer world one of these days, but... Yeah, because I'm not currently doing one. So this is an option, just drop this guy down, then go run back, hit the block. Then he should be rising upwards as I jump forward to this conveyor belt. Or, I don't know, I could do this, but maybe it's not the best idea. Or I could maybe just join one for the hell of it. Yeah, not gonna lie, sometimes it's just really hard to not just want to rant about someone who thinks it's just perfectly justifiable to just completely tank the economy, just for the sake of keeping people safe. I don't know how to say those kinds of people, besides the fact that it's not all entirely about how you feel. Like, how you feel isn't everything. Starting to think I personally must have ranted a little bit too much for a ROM hacking stream of Mario, more or less. should be a kid-friendly game, and here I am just complaining about how some people apparently just seem to love pushing lockdowns, just destroying economies, tanking people's, like, well-beings, or maybe not love, but just have been conditioned into believing that's the way to go. Even when there are probably, like, other options that should be considered before then. Thanks. I think the player will probably be able to easily just run and slide under this thingy. So if the player wants to just stand here, that'll get the thwomp to drop down, then they can just quickly run back, hit this. So yeah, let's just say this is in the off state and they're here. They trick the thwomp to landing, then they run back and hit that switch. And then ideally, if it's timed right, the thwomp should be rising upwards as they make their jump to this conveyor before he can drop down again. Wait, he did what? Yeah, what puzzles me is some people want to sleep with their mothers, but what really puzzles me is it sounds like this dude wants to sleep with his grandmother. Imagine those sagging breasts, those flabby buttocks. Makes me want to vomit. I mean, I definitely hear more about Venezuela being really tough to live in as opposed to Ecuador. I mean, just about anyone who'd play old school RuneScape would just have heard about Venezuela by now. And thus also, like, its severe economic hardship it's going through. If I make this dude fall, if I hit this, I can make two dudes fall, perhaps. Then the player could jump over here to try and dodge them, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know, it's another idea to just do something like this here. Or, I don't know, replace that. So, let's say the switches are in this position. This will block the thwomps from dropping down. Then you'll hit the switch. I assume maybe you want to jump at this angle or something, so you can be running. And then, by the time the thwomps land, you want to be standing here? Then they'll just rise back up, and then you kind of just go under while they're rising up. Not that crazy, really. Try to just also picture that as it's gonna probably happen in the level. Trying to see if it's gonna happen exactly the way I picture it. Plus, there should probably also be more enemies I can throw into the mix. Well, from what I've heard, the streets in near, well, not here, but I'm close to Montreal, and the streets in Montreal after 10 PM kind of look like that, actually. Well, in between 10 PM and 5 AM, because that's when the curfew's running. Yeah, instead of the nightlife that City of Montreal was kind of well known for, you'd have, like, mostly empty streets, and also some cops patrolling them. Yeah, instead of any sort of nightlife, just to make them more lively. I don't know, maybe in like 10-15 minutes I could just boot up the Terraria stream or something, I don't know. Then just see what kind of trouble we get ourselves into there too, perhaps. I mean, winter honestly is sort of its own lockdown in a way. I mean, some days it's just so cold, like, you probably don't even want to go outside in the first place anyways. Yeah, going for a swim in the winter, unless you have an indoor pool, like, seriously, good luck with that. Yeah, good luck going for a swim in the dead of winter. Outside, like, it's just... you freeze to death. Or you'd risk freezing to death at the bare minimum. Yeah, that would be terrible. And that's why it's also really important that the internet's, like, open and free, so that your connection to the world outside, if it's severely limited, isn't just, like, distorted by, like, I don't know, a few major players. Also don't want, like, a few people just, like, dictating exactly what your view of the outside looks like. Yeah, when it's like minus 20 or colder out, you typically don't even want to be outside in the first place. And yes, in Canada, that can definitely happen. Maybe it'll be a little less cruel if this isn't so close to the ground, because I'm intending for the player to go under this, not over. Okay, I've gone nearly like 16 screens total now at this point. Sure. Do I dare add that this guy's not going to add much to this obstacle? That dude won't add much, so I'm not going to add him. That is how a fair, competitive capitalist system should work, yes. Unless if some businesses grow too big and thus have too much money. And then don't really have to be that much better than other businesses because they already have so much money that sort of just makes competition near impossible for anyone else. Okay, this will probably make it more interesting, just this will probably help screw around with the player a bit. Yeah, especially. Well, you mean socialist government, right? Or more communist-like, more authoritarian government for sure. Yeah, definitely in more authoritarian countries, that becomes, like, outlawed. I mean, I'm perfectly content with letting you have your identity. Unlike some super authoritarian regions, I'm perfectly okay with you having your identity. Yeah, I could contest to that. To some extent. Yeah, Canada was always known for its free healthcare. But eventually I would just come to imagine that surely it's not completely free. You probably have to pay for it by some means. Just not directly out of pocket, like the whole thing, if you just get yourself seriously injured or something. Probably can't see it being like in the States where you might have to just pay entirely out of pocket, even if, let's just say, you can't do that, and if you can't do that, you're just shit out of luck. Whereas in Canada, that's probably not how it works. Like, taxes that everyone else pays, including you, just will basically cover it. Yeah, so basically just more accessible, but from what we've been seeing lately, like, hospitals just all over Canada have been ending up understaffed and just overwhelmed with COVID. So, like, the whole, like, quote-unquote free healthcare has just been handling horribly with regards to the COVID pandemic. Or, I don't know, just about maybe any other surge of hospitalizations would make it just handle poorly. And also, some people are just more interested in blaming the unvaccinated, people who don't want to get the COVID shot, as opposed to, I don't know, maybe the fact there's something wrong with the very structure of the healthcare system we have itself. That also maybe needs reform too, not just the unvaccinated need to get their shots. I mean, if you have the money, well, of course it would make sense to come there. If you don't, you're probably likely out of luck, I can imagine. I mean, if that's the same country where you could just graduate from college, I don't know, with a 6-figure debt, then I can imagine maybe the healthcare system probably also follows a similar structure. Okay, I was not gonna guess this was from a Castlevania game. Oh, specifically Dawn of Sorrow. I wasn't gonna guess that. I don't know, it sounds unfortunate, but I guess maybe there's just some people who probably can't be convinced. And I don't know, the more you force it, the more sketchy it sounds. Especially to those who are already skeptical of both, I don't know, the vaccines themselves and the government's overall handling of the pandemic. Okay, is this asking for too much or no? I guess we'll just find out when we playtest it. Yeah, I guess playtesting is the best way to find out for certain. And there's also going to be the possibility that people could just actually forge their proof of vaccination. I can also definitely imagine an uptick in that if, like, future regulations get, like, really, really infringing on people's rights. Let's just say if future laws and mandates start to seriously infringe on basic human rights, then I could definitely imagine, I would hope, honestly, I would hope at that point there'd be an uptick in just falsifying proofs of vaccination. Let's just say if it gets to a point where you're, like, not even, like, allowed to leave your house without proof of. Or, like, hold a job or go to school or use public transit, basically just actually, like, live a normal life. Let's say if it gets to that point. Then, let's just say that breaking the law would has to be, like, more than justified. Yeah, imagine someone tunes into a Mario stream and then they see somebody talking about just, you should do this thing that's illegal. Just basically encouraging people to break the law. I mean, I would only if it really gets to, like, a point where it's just apparent that if it just continues from that point onwards, like, new regulations, laws, and mandates that just target people of a particular group, if it just continues, then it gets to a point of no return, then absolutely something needs to be done to stop it. And that's something I'm thinking of could just, like, cause the system to fail. Let's just say if there's, like, too many fake vaccine passports that are just not even distinguishable from the real ones, and there's really just no way to sort it out, then a system like that would probably just end up collapsing under the weight of that, possibly. I mean, this is coming from someone who's got, like, 2 Pfizer doses, who would just encourage people to break the law if it ends up becoming necessary. Yeah, okay, I thought this guy was gonna drop down. He'll drop now. Then this part you have to just flip the switch a couple times. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. Oh, wait, what? Okay, now I think I understand why he did that. Alright, the dude's going up there. Oh, I can apparently just slide under this if I want. Or I can just remove a couple blocks on the conveyor. And then, no, if you want to slide under this, sorry, you can't. So basically a note is sliding under. And so this dude doesn't just attach to the wall. Yeah, so basically, long story short, if the law becomes just unjust and bad enough, then you're almost, like, not just entitled to, but almost required to start breaking it. Probably gonna put a door or something around here. I'll just get the door ready. So, you know what, screw it, I think I'm gonna make the door blue. Because just about nearly everything in this castle, minus the background's been like red or blue. Oh, this also not really red or blue, but... No, red or cyan, apparently I don't know my colors. Just about everything here has been red or cyan as of late. So even the door's probably gonna follow that color scheme. Oh, you're already back? I don't know where you went. I'm not complaining, though. I don't know, this might be, like, one screen so far. Might maybe do, like, another short second screen, or second sub-level, and then a midpoint after. Okay, probably likely gonna start putting sub-levels from here. Alright, so... Screen exits... Well... Undefined exits detected. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, most likely, at this rate. Undefined exits detected. So, of course, I'm gonna go define set exits. It's gonna lead to a test level, because, well, there's nothing there just yet, so it's gonna take you into a test level. Of course, the plan is eventually to actually have something there. I'll probably just put a regular mushroom in that, perhaps. Alright, where's the mushroom? This block has it. I always typically just like to have map 16 tiles I'll just use in just about any hack on page 3. And yeah, that will include some of the mushroom blocks, so we'll always have a mushroom inside them no matter what. I don't know, maybe I can just put some coins. I don't know, maybe this level could use a couple coins at least. I guess some can go in boxes, just wherever. Just some happy little coins here and there. I'm gonna just leave the shell and on block sitting up here. I guess maybe just work on getting that to work correctly some other time. I'm definitely getting closer, but I'm definitely not there just yet. Oh, and I'm gonna put more time on the clock. 200 is gonna be... Okay, maybe I'll put like 600. I mean, I don't want to make this... Even though it's a castle level, I'm not gonna go make it too long. 600. I'm gonna probably try and build a level in such a way it could be done realistically, consistently in under 600. No, maybe even better yet, under 500 seconds by someone who is going into it blind. I mean, don't want the player to just suddenly feel like they're racing the clock unless the level is literally built around that. And most of the time, that's not, like, exactly what it's built around. Like, most of the time, I just want people to take their time to just figure out what the hell they're supposed to do next. Not just throw a clock in their face, too. Make him drop, then just jump under him like so. There was no good reason to that, wasn't there? I guess I was just trying to show off at that point. Yeah, so this is gonna take a little under 150 seconds. Oh, yeah, that's tight. Alright, that's tight. I don't know, I might be asking for a little much perhaps, who knows? That might be kind of stretching it. I think I found a better way to line the dudes up. Alright, we're dead. Just gonna get, like, clipped into a spike block because the conveyor belt's it's fast enough to let me just clip into solid blocks and die from the impact. Yeah, I'll just die off the impact, of course. Just clipping into a solid block. Let alone a spike. Alright. That's more or less what I was initially expecting the thwomps to do. Yeah, that's doable if you know what you're doing. If you don't, you're probably gonna just get, like, hit. I wanna just, like, see how feasible this is without getting hit. I mean, I definitely wanna have confidence in the feasibility of my obstacles. I mean, if I'm gonna be asking somebody else to do this eventually, then I should be able to do it easily, I would hope. I mean, like, the plan is I'm gonna be asking somebody else to do this. This stupid guy. This stupid Sparky thinks he's so cool. But I can just literally yeet him from existence. Something's wrong with my block. Ghost House 1. Yep. Castle 1. That's gonna fix it. Yeah, because switch blocks don't really work in Ghost House levels, so that explains like why it was refusing to work. And speaking of switch blocks, I'm considering maybe adding some to the level. I mean, I'd have to insert them this way. I'd have to insert them this way, and not just as tiles. Gotta insert them as objects, otherwise they'll always appear either turned off or turned on, which is basically just a solid block. It just looks like a switch block, so it'll just be unnecessarily confusing. So I could just... because I'm planning to put this switch right... well, not too long before this castle, the red switch, so... if the player does go and just pick up said switch, of course, then their experience is made a little easier. I guess it depends on where I want to put my switches. Or switch blocks. That will still cause the player to just die, basically, if they clip into the switch, so no, that's a bad idea. Sure, I guess. That's an idea, I guess. Just to make this a little simpler. You can stand on something that's not just gonna change direction when this dude has his shell hit his on-off block. That won't change direction. I mean, switch blocks exist. I feel like using them because they exist. I mean, it's a neat mechanic, so I don't feel like letting it go to waste entirely. Alright, so how will this play out? And then I guess some other time I'm gonna do another stream of me making this level, just adding rooms, coming up with more ideas. Oof. Let's try again. And I guess in the meantime, I don't know, maybe if you guys want to pick some random numbers. For example, a number, I don't know, 1 through 12, and then just, I don't know, number 1 through 7 after that. And if that corresponds to, like, a level I'd be making eventually, then I just play it. And if it doesn't, I just let you pick another combo. So in other words, basically just spoil a random level at my discretion. Oh, so I guess you're gonna get to see a World 3 level. That might be my castle level right there. Last I checked, I'm definitely missing the World 3 boss. Like, I have not implemented the boss yet. And I'm gonna try to do this without getting... Ooh, boy. Whoa! Let's try again. There's 6 levels in the World 3, but I would just give you, like, the 6th one, I guess, instead. But But I want to try and beat this first room from start to finish at least once. I guess maybe next time I can just make changes where it feels like it's necessary. Might also want to just install a patch to fix that. To prevent you from just, I don't know, hitting 2 on-off blocks at the same time and their effects cancel. Sure it didn't get me killed, but still, it's just always obnoxious to have to feel the dissatisfaction of seeing yourself get tripped up by that. And it's just always dissatisfying to see yourself stumble into that. Even if it's not about to get you killed immediately. Okay, so I could maybe just put these enemies a little bit further apart, or that's an option. Or I slow down the conveyor belts, that's another option if people want to see those slowed down for their own sanities. I'm gonna try repeat that without taking a hit. Kinda wanna just prove it's doable. If I'm eventually gonna ask other people to do this themselves, I wanna prove it's doable for myself at least. Okay, and maybe wanna give the player more space to just land after that jump. I'll show you the piranha lair, I guess. I guess maybe everything up until where the boss would be, which I'm planning to have be this giant piranha plant. Yep, so if you've played Yoshi's Island, at least up to World 3-8, you'll definitely get the feel for where I got the idea on this one. Like, you'll definitely feel like you've seen this before. Well, at least the sort of visual themes. Yep, it's basically just like a love letter to Yoshi's Island, specifically World 3-8. Where you're going through giant sewers, trying to eventually just... Well, you're dealing with piranha plants the whole way, eventually gonna fight a piranha plant-themed boss. Yep, so this is gonna be like the final World 3 level. Once you do this, you end up in World 4, basically. Oh, it's a mushroom, a 1-up. Is this Airman's theme? Custom music mix, 1 hour. That's gonna last for a good chunk of next stream, I suppose. Do I need to carry that? Something's wrong with this level. I'm gonna fix it. My level's messed up. Alright, that's clearly broken. That needs a fix. Before I don't know. It's not 6.5. 6.6 has something obviously wrong with it. Background and foreground initial position probably were both in the wrong place on that. That was probably the error in question. Secondary exit to level 0. What's going on here besides the fact that's also just broken? Also definitely something wrong there. Shouldn't lead to level 0. Not set. I'm guessing that this isn't Airman, maybe? 2. I'm just gonna go and set this on the fly. I remember setting this a while ago. Apparently needs to be done again. Apparently, I don't know, it needs to be, like, redone. And then I'll just make sure that secondary exits don't set foreground, background relative to player, just C0, C0, since we're starting on the bottom half of the screen like usual. C0, C0 should fix that problem. And I think this level may have multiple midpoints. This might have multiple midpoints. If it's gonna be like longer in the 5th castle, it probably should be multiple midpoints. Alright, so I guess take 2. My level was broken. Well, the last time was literally broken. Yeah, I definitely don't want to release a hack with a broken level. That's just gonna feel so bad. Even just a little awkward to show that on stream, despite the fact the hack's probably nowhere near done yet. Let alone releasing that to the public. Oh boy, that would just come off as unfortunate. I'm gonna go for the secrets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a cape in it for me if I make it. Yeah, there's a cape in it for me, so let me try and get there. Yeah, so far. There's still more level! You haven't seen it all yet. I think I made it big enough that I'm gonna really want multiple midpoints in it. Yep, so I'm just going to take the secret path that gives you a somewhat rare cape. I mean, give yourself time and eventually you will be able to make levels. Yep, now we can proceed as intended. More piranha plants, of course. Levels pretty centered around them. Oh, I have Bowser statues in here to, I guess, mix it up for some reason. I think this dude's gonna be yellow, like the other, like, Venus plants that just do a spread shot like that. He's gonna probably just, I'm gonna make him yellow. I make the blue ones just shoot their fireballs in an arc, trying to hit the player. And yellow ones just do, like, the 3 fireball spread shots. Sort of a standard I've come up with for myself over the past couple of years. I think for the screen I need this Goomba, right? Well, that's not gonna work. Yep, I suppose that will fail. Unless that's literally for something optional. I don't know, I'm guessing maybe that could have been for an extra dragon coin or something. Just bring a Goomba. And I'm gonna also fix the color on this ground here. I just had a different color just to tell the conveyor belt tiles apart. Well, at least the tiles that push Mario in a given direction, just to tell those tiles apart from just ground tiles that don't do that. Yeah, just to tell the ground tiles apart. I mean, it should be obvious with the water flow that they're gonna get pushed in the direction of the little water current here. Okay, this is apparently World 3. That is apparently the 3rd world. Can I just smush myself in the pipe? Yeah, I think I can just clip in if I just keep on walking left. And that'll probably just that'll just kill my guy instantly. Yeah, the ground's gonna look like the rest of it eventually. I mean, I could probably just go fix that now, but what if I just want to build more levels with these water currents? Yeah, just to like be able to tell the 2 ground tiles apart would be easier. I may also put a coin guide there just so people don't have to worry too much. And then that's gonna be another midpoint when I get multiple midpoints set up. And then in here, Piranha Plant theme boss eventually, but for now, just the test level, yep. But for now, tests. Yep, it's incomplete. I don't know if you want to maybe pick 2 more numbers, perhaps. Maybe I may just play like another level that's not Piranha Lair. I mean, it's basically just about finished except for the boss. The boss is really like... I mean, the boss isn't even there yet at all. There literally isn't even a boss yet. Definitely something Piranha Plant theme for damn sure. Just to go with the rest of the levels, like aesthetic. I apparently didn't touch that somehow. Sure, I guess. Apparently managed to not touch the guy, I see. Yeah, this is the part that just keeps on potentially getting me killed. Or that's another means of just dodging the Sparky and Hothead. You can do that too, I guess. That might be another halfway decent way of just dealing with that, I don't know. But then this is probably honestly just, that's probably just pushing it for that last part of the screen there. That's probably just pushing it. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna fix that next stream, just make it more reasonable for a